Welcome back to the channel. I just had to drop another update for you guys. I didn't think ATK could be exposed any further for possibly having something to do with Foolio's murder, but apparently I was wrong. ATK might just have another connection to Foolio's killing that none of us were even aware of. I had to drop in for this video because I've got some fresh info that's causing a bit of a commotion about the morning that Foolio was killed. It turns out ATK Quise, who you guys already know from his channel ATK Quise TV, has just talked about something pretty shocking on that same channel. ATK Quise is pretty upset right now because he recently found out that his cousin Camia was involved in that wild shooting incident where Foolio tragically lost his life. So for this video we're gonna dive into the details, look at some photos, and piece together what exactly went down the night that Foolio was celebrating his 26th birthday. Without wasting any time, let's get right into the video. Firstly, let me play you guys the audio from his video that he dropped talking about his cousin being at Foolio's birthday party. Take a listen.
And I ain't find out. Remember I told y'all I didn't find out about little cuz being in that car. 2 weeks ago, when I first found out, bro, I found out like 2 weeks ago. My people was, I'm like, damn, what the hell, y'all was mad at her. Still is, like, you tripping. Why was you in that car? But that's just how Jacksonville work, bro. That's just how that shit, and I love that I love my little cousin to death. But like, that hurt me, bro. But you know what I'm saying? She here, she good, so it's like, she here. And that, man, stuff that going on in our city, that's all real, bro. And I don't like people to find out that it's real in certain ways, man. That's real. That's real, bro. And when you find out that it's real, it can either go be too late or you gonna get hit. It's just, I just be telling people, bro, if you ain't in the way, bro, stay out the way. Stay out the way. That's real. That's real. When I got, like, bro, I know everybody was feeling like me. I do this and do that. Man, that bit, man. I've been around. Bro. That bit get real in the city, bro. That bit get real. Even outside the city, bro. That bit come on T with it, bro. That bit. But when I found out my little cousin in the car, I was hurt. I was hurt. I was hurt. I didn't even know. I was hurt. I was hurt by that.
That was all some wild and new info to me. As you guys already know, Camia's name also came up in the 18-page court document that was released detailing Foolio's murder, and apparently ATK Quise had no idea his own cousin Camia was also a part of Foolio's crew. It seems like she was hanging out with Foolio's entourage during his birthday bash and ended up at the Airbnb party where the shooting happened. ATK Quise sounded really frustrated because he wasn't aware of her presence and certainly didn't expect her to be caught up in all the drama. It turns out that Camia, ATK Quise's cousin, was at places like the Teasers Gentlemen's Club where Foolio was performing, and later on after that she was also there at the Truth 18 nightclub. She even followed everyone else in Foolio's entourage to Home 2 Suites, and as you guys already know, Home 2 Suites is the spot where the shooting happened. Camia ended up unfortunately getting shot, but thankfully her injuries weren't life-threatening. ATK Quise said very clearly that his cousin was not involved in the possible setup to get Foolio killed. He basically said that he wouldn't risk putting her in danger just to spy on Foolio and keep tabs on him or gather intel for any of the three shooters. To Quise, everything that happened that morning just happens to be a big and unfortunate coincidence for her to end up in the middle of all the chaos that happened.
Boy, let me tell you something, boy. If I knew my little cousin was, listen, let me tell you something, bro. If I called that play and you trying to coincidentally involve my little cousin, bro, I'm telling you, bro, she would have been nowhere around, bro. I love her too much to even put her in something like that. You can't, bro. As a man, bro, you can't put nobody you really like a female you love in a situation like that. You can't have no female getting dropped, setting people up, etc. if you really love that girl, bro. Because you know what will happen to her.
Now here's something that I think is pretty interesting. According to the court documents, only 4 people got shot that night. The first is Camia, who is ATK Quise's cousin. The second is Xavier Edwards, who's also known as the rapper Omada 55. The third is Gino Norris, who's Foolio's cousin. And finally, Foolio himself. So even though ATK Quise tells people that ATK had nothing to do with Foolio's murder, a lot of people are still raising eyebrows about it. It looks a bit weird that Camia, who's related to an actual member of ATK, just happened to be there as well. Another important detail that was mentioned in the court documents was that Camia's car was trailing Foolio's car back to Home 2 Suites, and also that she had two guys with her who were also at the hotel during the shooting. The documents lay out the cars that Foolio's entourage used, and also which people were in each of them. Let me tell you guys what the document says about that. The first car is the Dodge Charger, which is Foolio's car. His car had him in the right front side of the passenger seat, with Omida 55 driving it on the front left passenger seat. Foolio's cousin Gino, on the other hand, was in the back seat of the car. The second car was a Hyundai Sonata, which had Foolio's girlfriend Armani Taylor, which some of you guys already know as Mani, and with her in that car was her friend Ajoa Randolph and Robert Howard, who you guys already know as Kenny Caps. The third car was Camia's car. Her car was a Nissan Altima, and she had a guy named Typha McRae, who you guys already know as Swaze, and another guy by the name of Lee, which some of you guys already know as Misley. Now here's where the story gets a bit fishy to me. I asked myself, why is it that out of all the cars that were present that early morning, was Camia's car also a target for the hit? It's already known that she follows Rashad Murphy, or Ghost 187, on Instagram. As you guys already know, Ghost 187 is one of the gunmen responsible for killing Foolio. What's even more suspicious is that ATK Quise is connected to Ghost 187 as well, so that means both him and his cousin follow one of Foolio's killers on Instagram. So one thing you guys have to ask yourselves is it just a coincidence that Camia's car was also shot up? Or is there something more to it that we all haven't figured out yet? A lot of people are questioning whether Camia's car getting shot up was a result of her connections with her cousin ATK Quise, or if it just happened to be another mix-up in all the chaos. ATK Quise said he wouldn't have put his cousin in such a dangerous position to possibly put her life in danger, and that it's all just a tragic twist of fate. Even more so, ATK Quise recently said himself that ATK had nothing to do with Foolio getting killed. Take a listen into what he said when a fan asked him about it in a Q&A session.
Alright, cool. Since y'all want to ask these pretty depth questions, did you guys kill Foolio? I mean, put some money on his head. No. Foolio wasn't even working on money. Next question.
The crazy part was when he said that Foolio wasn't even worth putting money on his head. We all know about the war in Jacksonville, and about how ATK has been at war with 6 Block for years at this point. So right off the bat you can tell that he's obviously lying. But does that mean he's also lying about his cousin's involvement in the setup to kill Foolio? I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. Now if you ask me if ATK Quise really did send his own cousin to spy on Foolio, then I say he definitely didn't. Just based on the tone of his voice and body language, you can tell that he genuinely seemed surprised that his cousin was there. She also happened to be one of the people that got shot too, which means it's very possible that she also could have lost her life that early morning. The shooters already knew which car Foolio was in, so it doesn't make sense why they'd target her car as well. Whether ATK in general had something to do with Foolio's death is a completely different topic though. But based on the research that the prosecutors have gathered, they told the public that ATK and 1200 definitely took part in the murder of Foolio, and that's all thanks to Gutaze, Rashad, and Davion getting caught and being identified as part of each gang respectively.
Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville.
So what do you think? Is this all just a big coincidence, or is there something more going on here? If you enjoy my content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you get notified if I drop any new content. I'll see you guys in the next video.